Hey everyone, we're Rain City Free Play, and we're here today to talk to you about our top 5 favorite pinball machines, why we like them, and why we like pinball overall.
That's right.
Would you like to go first? What's your 5th?
Sure, yeah.
Favorite?
We started thinking about this earlier today and what games we'd actually like, and then we started thinking about, maybe we actually think about it as far as if someone was going to give us 5 machines, what would we take?
Right.
Because certainly when we go places, we sort of play a lot of different games.
And we may live together, but we ended up with very different collections.
That's right, which is kind of good, actually.
Yeah.
So I would say that my I guess number 5 of the games that I like would be Spider-Man.
Right.
It seems like every time I go out, I usually try and find that Spider-Man, and
if it's there, he's playing it.
That's right.
And winning free games.
So for me, what I like about Spider-Man, I think overall it was the theme that actually got me right away, and I just I like playing it. It's just one of those things that just draws you in.
What was your favorite childhood superhero?
It was, yeah. I collected the comic books, so it probably has something to do with that. Shots are fun, little side ramps are fun. Yeah, that's probably my number 5.
In 5th place for me is kind of a wild card, but I'm saying Safecracker. And I cannot help myself if I find this game somewhere on location. Like, I am addicted to that coin coming out of that mechanism slot rolling towards me.
Yeah.
Like, I need them all. I got to collect them all. It's like Pokemon. I want all the coins.
Yeah.
So I love that it's sort of board game themed because I also happen to love board games. So it's kind of my worlds colliding. And you get a token. So you have a souvenir when you play.
That's right.
If you're good.
Number 4.
Number 4.
So number 4 for me, one that's kind of tough for me to find here, and the last time I played it was actually District 82, and it was Demolition Man. I first found this game, I knew about the game, and I first found it in a different location that wasn't even around us, and I fell in love with it right away. And the thing that got me outside of the theme, the movie, and things like that was the combos. I love it really was the first time that I realized a pin was all about the combos. And I really like that. So that's definitely number 4 for me.
Very cool. I am saying Indiana Jones for this one. I know that this is also a popular game in just the pinball community in general, or maybe not now that there's a lot of newer and greater pins out, but I still love it. I love the movie series and have since I was a kid, so this is the theme that really speaks to me. I would totally own an Indiana Jones if I could get my hands on it.
Is there a certain Indiana Jones? Don't they have
the Bally Williams? Yeah, the Bally Williams version, not the. I think there's a newer one.
There's many. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
But yeah, no, the original Indiana Jones Pinball Adventure.
That's right. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
So are we on number 3? Is that where we're at?
Yes, number 3.
So number 3, we actually it's one that we own, and I love Deadpool. Ever since I saw this being played on stream. It was, I had to have it. Love Deadpool, the comic. The movies were great too. But that snick shot being unique.
So satisfying.
Really, really a lot of fun for that. The call-outs. The rule set's a lot of fun, but the call-outs of the game, hilarious. It just makes it great. Yep. It's a really fun game to play. It's one that I don't get bored of. I continually go back. Overall, it's just a lot of fun to play.
And 3rd place for me is kind of a hard left from where I just was with loving the theme, because this isn't a theme I necessarily love, but Baywatch, such a fun game. There's so many fun mini games, and I love that there's a shark flipper thing, and there's so many ramps, and I don't know, it's just a really fun game to play, and it's one that I can't help but play if I see it on location.
I definitely like the little video.
Yeah, where you're swimming away from a shark or something, or shooting the jet skis.
That's a lot of fun. You're right. And I think that might actually be one of the pins, if not the pin that has the most ramps. I think I saw that somewhere.
There you go.
So yeah, that's a good pick.
It is really fun.
That's another one. That's a really good one.
All right, number 2.
Number 2, James Bond. This is one in the beginning I just wasn't sure of when I saw it streamed. And as soon as I started playing it, I don't know what it is. I just keep going back to it, and the code just keeps getting better and better. It is one of those where I would trade a machine, one of my current in lineup, to get a James Bond. I would sell the dining room table if I had to put a James Bond machine in here. So that pin's great. So it's just a lot of fun. I love the how quick it is over the top, and hitting that left top flipper up into those so that's side ramp area. It's great. It's a lot of fun stuff about
For sure. And I have to say too on that one, not my second choice pick, but it is really fun. It's a lot more fun than I expected after a lot of what I heard about it initially. Like I went in with low expectations and I was pleasantly surprised when I played that for the first time. My second place pick is Medieval Madness because it's a classic, and there's castles, there's trolls, there's Tina Fey. Like, how can you go wrong with Medieval Madness? It is so fun, and like, I know it's like one of the simpler games. I feel like it's very repetitive. You're hitting the same shots over and over again, but like, I mean, trolls, come on.
But if you go after the maiden, that right ramp.
That ramp is actually really tough.
It's a lot of fun to kind of go through those. It's a fun game. It really is. There's a reason why it's so popular.
I'm back to loving the theme, guys. That's one of the themes that really hits home for me.
Yeah, and for me, the number one pin, and it has been since it's come out, has been Jurassic Park. I love that pin. The code is great. The shots, there's some of the most satisfying shots in that pin. And one of them's not the O shot, but it is nice to get that. But just getting that shot in between the pop bumpers to get the stand up in the back for missile control, to get the Raptor tower. There's just so many great shots. It's deep. I love the theme. For me, it's Jurassic Park all the way.
And I think that O shot's called the O shot because it's like, oh snap, I actually got it when you do get it.
That's true, yeah.
My number one pick is Simpsons Pinball Party. Another theme I really adore, and it was the pinball machine that really got me interested in pinball. When we first went to our first Northwest Pinball show in 2019, I had never played pinball before. And he's trying to convince me to go and play pinball, and like, they have so many themes, they have everything, and so I'm trying to challenge this. And I'm like, okay, do they have Simpsons? And he's like, yep. So I was like, okay, let's find some Simpsons. And I played it, and I had no idea what I was doing, but I had a great time. So that's always going to hold a special place in my heart, being sort of the first one that I was really interested in and the one that got me into pinball.
Yeah. And then the other question we're being asked is, what do we love about pinball? What do you love about pinball?
Besides it just being fun, a fun way to spend your time and play games, I like the way that it's sort of brought us together with other people that have the same interests. Like, we've made some really good friends as part of this community. So that's probably my favorite part, besides it, of course, just being fun.
Yeah, and you're so right. I'd agree. Having a really inclusive group of people, meeting people, having people come up to you, always having something to talk about. Even as an introvert, you can just hang out with a bunch of people that love pinball. A bunch of
pinball nerds.
But yeah, pinball, it's analog. It's great. There's just so much to it.
It's like an analog video game almost, because it's like 3D. So
yeah, the friends we've made, and hey, it's pinball.
It's fun.
Yeah, there you go. And thanks. We're Rain City Free Play. Have a good night.
Bye.